What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another legendary episode of your favorite legendary rants. I'm your host, I am legendary, and today I'm hitting you with another collab. Yes, today's collab was with Paige Queeniece. We talked Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the new season, episodes 1 through 3. We also got into the new season of Belle Collective and talked the last episode of Belle Collective. And we wrapped up College Hill Celebrity Edition season 2, and we got into the end of that season and the finale of that season. So make sure you like this video, make sure you comment down below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Now get into this collab. Now, y'all, I'm gonna start doing these a little bit more often. So if you like these, hit me up. I'm taking Look, I'm taking anybody who wants to collab and talk any of the favorite shows that's out right now. Um, yeah, we really had fun with this. And yeah, expect these more often. And yeah, she might be coming back soon. Who knows? Oh, also shout out Paige. This was actually the day before her 30th birthday. She did not have to do this. So I just want to give her another birthday shout out because I really appreciate this from the bottom of my heart. Now get into this collab. Let's go. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another legendary episode of your favorite legendary rants. I'm your host, I am legendary, and today we are talking Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. What is this? Season 11? And we're getting to and we're getting to episodes 1 through 3. But before we talk Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, I have to introduce my special guest, one of my closest friends from childhood, Paige. What's up, Paige?
What's up, legendary rant fans? I am so excited to be here. So, Paige Queeniece for the influencers. You can follow me at Color My Page if you want to.
Hey, let's get into it.
Let's
So,
do
okay.
it.
So before we do anything else, make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you comment down below. So today we are covering episodes 1 through 3 of Love and Hip Hop ATL. So let's start with it. We get in the very beginning of episode 1, this resurrection of Spice. What were your thoughts?
I don't know if it's gonna be an unpopular opinion because at first I was like, "Wow, this is dramatic," but then I had to see it all and get all her story as to what really happened with her, and I was just like, she was really down bad, and then they showed it all, and I was just like, "Wow." I didn't really. I'm not gonna say I didn't think it was that bad, but seeing it, I'm like, okay, it got pretty serious for her, and I'm happy that she's okay. Prayers for Spice.
I'm not gonna lie, like the them up close and the cutting and all that,
Yeah.
you know how I am about that. And to see that, I was like, dang, she really was down bad. And I ain't gonna lie, it's the dramatic confessionals of I died.
Yep. Yep.
I was like, she is literally Jesus
I
Christ.
died and I came back.
So that's how I'm like, let's get into this resurrection. But she mentioned a 3-month recovery, and we saw the build up to, the kids being with her during her recovery, how this scared them, and then her preparing to send them back. As a mom, how did that make you feel seeing that?
Now
Because
that
it really
part,
touched me even seeing it.
right. That part was very kind of heartwarming. She has some very cute kids, and I can only imagine how my son would feel watching her try to recover through that, or even when she was in that state at the hospital, like how traumatizing that could be for a kid. I feel like maybe she should have just, took a little bit more time off to be with her kids. But I do understand that Spice is a business. She got to get back out to perform. But if your body's not ready, you might as well spend the time with your children in the meantime. But got to get the coin, they say.
I mean, and we see that later. I mean, just foreshadowing what comes later. I mean, we definitely see her just get right back to work. Um, I think Spice is this dance hall queen, like they say. So it's hard for her to just be on pause and not working. She probably is like forced to just like kind of like what we see with T-Boz with the sickle cell. She just still gotta, you get what I'm saying? You still gotta get back on stage and push through. You get what I'm saying? If you want this check coming in. So it's unfortunate, but I don't know. We just see how it plays out later, right? We also get to this hyper event with Jock, Kendra, and this love cover.
Right there. Jock looking like Cisco wannabe. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Kendra's
Are
photo
you?
on the shoot was cute. Jock, I like that you like to step out the box, but I need you to get back inside the box, at least at the corner a little bit or something. He be taking it too far left for me.
Are you feeling Jock and Kendra though? Is it giving real or is it giving fake?
I wish I had watched them on this couples retreat so I could really thoroughly answer that question. Because I feel like if I watched that, then I would know. Because I just want to know why she wants to endure so much from this man with all these kids and all these escapades in his past. Don't get me wrong, Jock to me seems like the most level-headed and sensible man on the show. But I wouldn't want a man with that many kids. It's so much baggage. And he had a baby on her, right? It's come
Yeah,
out that he's had
I
a
mean,
baby on her since then. So it's like he's sitting there talking about we more in love than ever. And I'm like, how? Because I don't know. I mean, I
and
get a break, but no. Can you strap it up? Can you not be doing that while we on a break? Like, sir, what?
and, and it's giving Rashida, like I get it, hold down your marriage, hold down your fort, but at the same time, have a certain line that is like, okay, once that's crossed, like you get what I'm
But
saying,
at
there's really
least
no point.
Rashida had a 20-year relationship to try to hold on to.
Yeah.
Kendra, that's not, she has literally, I'm like, what is she holding on to? For what?
Because the at
The
the
look he
wasn't it at
did?
the wedding the guy standing up to give the tea about the potential baby or something, right? Like, wasn't it hella messy?
No, at the wedding, somebody stood up, but it was Country Wayne. And
Yeah.
he was joking, or it was supposed to be funny, but it wasn't funny.
Okay, okay. I mean, it's just always Kendra definitely seems like she wants to be on the show. She wants to be a part of this group. And so that's what it's giving is Kendra gonna endure all this because she wants a piece of this platform. Maybe she trying to get out of law, or maybe I
But
don't know.
why? I mean, am I not a piece of the platform in the sense of when they showed her, she didn't say nothing.
Oh, at the event, yeah, because she was
Yeah,
just kind of, she
she
was just
was
kind of
there, but she
like ear
wasn't.
hustling. Yeah, she was ear hustling in the scene, even like she was just
Like,
standing there.
if you
I
really
agree.
wanted to get you a check with Love and Hip Hop, when the cameras roll, you gonna secure the bag. She ain't secured no Love and Hip Hop bag. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
she's boring, and
yeah,
dealing with too much and being boring is like,
yeah,
why, why, why?
yeah. That's true. At this point, it's like Kendra, what's your purpose? So we didn't get to Erica Banks performing, and we see Scrappy saying that he feeling Erica Banks, all this. Do you think they trying to set up this Erica Banks on somebody?
I do feel like they want to put her on someone, but I hope that she's smart enough to put her blinders on to these Love and Hip Hop niggas and not be fooled like the other girls in the past seasons of Love and Hip Hop. Like, oh, if I could do it for storyline. The ones who all did it for storyline are crashing and burning in our face right now. I don't want her to do it for storyline. If her and Chaotic, and that's the one I would see it organically happen with, because at least he not attached to somebody. You know, he doesn't have a history with this one there and that one there and stories over there. Then hopefully it would be organic and not forced. I don't want to see another forced love and hip hop relationship crash and burn. I'm over it.
Just jumping ahead, even seeing him trying to like flirt with Amy, I'm like, clearly he for anybody.
He's
So
a player.
I would rather see Erica Banks with Chaotic over Scrappy. Just because Scrappy right now got too much going on. You get what I'm saying? Even with the
Scrappy always
diamond pregnancy potentially, it's just too much, right?
damn I'm pregnant. Your mama always got something to say. Bambi ain't going away quietly. I would run away for the hills if they was trying to push me towards Scrappy. No, no, ma'am, no, sir. I'm good.
So let's just jump ahead. Let's jump to the women being bashing on the men, right? The women doing
Ooh,
the event where
let's
they
beat on wash and dryers and
that
break
look
glass.
like our guys, right? How did you feel about that? Because we were introduced to Jessica White, and as mentioned from Jessica White of Nick Cannon, a 8-year entanglement, and all the above. Were you buying it? Were you feeling it?
The whole scene as a whole was kind of weird to me. Like, who was setting it up? Rashida, if y'all in a good space, you and Kirk, why are y'all doing this? But I guess you're doing this for the ladies, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But Jessica White, the math just wasn't mathing. The math wasn't mathing. I'm trying to calculate. I'm like, Nick Cannon and Mariah broke up at this time. He started having babies with other women at this time. So when and where were you, Jessica White? And to know now in current time she's trying to be like apologetic, or I guess wish she hadn't even brought him up. It's like, what did you bring him up for?
So
um
Nick Cannon and Mariah were together from '08 to 2016. So if it's 2023, and they probably even taped this even earlier in 2023, probably even back to 2022, this 8-year relationship would have
when he
started
was
sometime
when he
while he
was
was
married.
married. So I'm confusion because it doesn't make sense. She then mentions a baby and a
Miscarriage.
miscarriage allegedly, right? So it's just given she needed a way to introduce herself, honestly, and have some relevance.
Because it was kind of weird, her and Erica walking in hand. They was like holding each other hip and hip, and I'm like, and she's like, yeah, and I'm like, do you even know these ladies?
For
Because
her
if
to
you
then
notice,
turn around and go on a date with Safari. So it's like it doesn't make sense. It just show you these people don't know each other. So Mona, I was feeling it initially. Episode 1, you had me, but we'll get to 2 and 3, right?
I like
Um,
2. 3 is kind of
oh no. So we see the guy's dirt bike, and we see Kirk try to tell Scrappy he needs to fight for his marriage. In this situation, to me, I feel like it's right message, wrong messenger. You get what I'm saying? Kirk, you are the last person to tell anybody about fighting for their marriage. You get what I'm saying? You had this side chick taping around Rashida. You get what I'm saying? Luckily, Don Peace and everybody handled this for Rashida, but that to me was humiliating. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, what's up?
I got a sidebar because I laughed. So he's talking about the side piece. We watched Bambi sit in a jacuzzi with Kirk
Kirk,
and
right,
Benzino and
right,
two
right.
other randos while he was married. So you've been doing your dirt on camera, and now all of a sudden you got to change your heart. I think you should just keep it to yourself. I don't know, or try a different approach, because it's like when you see somebody do their dirt, now you trying to advise me. It's like, just let me get through it myself. I don't really want no advice from you because I watched you do you, and yours got way dirtier than mine.
For
So
sure.
I'm good.
Yeah. And it just seemed like Scrappy and Bambi just grew apart, opposed to like Kirk was just out here disrespecting Rashida at all costs. You get what I'm saying? Complete two totally different situations. We then get to the tasting with Bitter Bambi, the Bam, Bitter Bam. Bitter Bam confronts Chaotic. She gives us
Unnecessary.
well, I ain't gonna even say they was crocodile tears because it was definitely rivers and oceans and
Tears for the wrong person. You're
yeah, it
crying
was
to the
confused.
wrong person. Have we seen her do all of this with Scrappy? I mean, you yell at him, but are you crying and giving him this, you know, this part of the dramatic expression, like you really are hurting me, or are you really just yelling at Scrappy when y'all are getting into it? But it was just too much. It's the first time you met this man. This is the first time they've had words, and this is what you saying to me. I would have looked just like him. I would have been standing there looking just like him. I didn't curse you. I didn't talk bad about you. I didn't say F Bambi. I didn't say none of that. I said we're healing. Now it was sarcastic, maybe too much dark humor for you, but it wasn't a dig at you. So I just didn't understand that. Chaotic too, he too fun loving for that. I would have been like, somebody save me.
It
Save
was
me.
him. It was him with the plate, just looking at her like, okay, I'll just take this, but
Right?
say
All
this
you
to
see,
your baby
see the
daddy.
white teeth.
But it was also Rashida and Kirk for me. You know, Rashida is now giving the candy, just want to show her businesses on the show. The whole we going to brunch and breakfast. It's cute. I get it, you trying to pub the restaurant, but it's like outside of that, what else are you giving to the show? You get what I'm saying? Now she trying to be the mother hen. Oh, Scrappy needs to man up, Scrappy this, Scrappy that. Where all that energy for Kirk? You get what I'm saying? It just look like you let Kirk just get right back in the house and you get what I'm saying, move on. We saw your mama drag the dirt bike. We didn't see you drag the dirt bike. So I don't know. But then we end the episode with Bambi versus Scrappy in the house, packing up the boxes because according to Bambi,
He stopped
Scrappy
paying.
wasn't paying his rent and now they're evicted. Um Bambi, you just wanted to fuss with Scrappy at all costs. That's a toxic house, and any man wouldn't want to be in that house if I can't even pack in peace. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out the situation just with my blinders on, and you still got to get the last word. So I don't know. If you file Bambi, you don't want it no more. Let bygones be bygones and just look forward to the future. To me, it's like, what are we dragging? She
I
was
feel
going
like
around playing a violin, wanting sympathy for a situation she called quits.
I don't think she wanted him to be like, I don't think he's like, yes, that she filed for divorce, but he's like, she filed, so this my way out. It wasn't me. And I don't think that that's how she wanted it to go. I think when she filed, he was supposed to be like, oh no, what was me, my family. And that's not what he doing. And so now she's really like, what the fuck? But that's what you get when you try to manipulate situations versus just, I don't think they're being adults about what they have going on in their household. I'm like, if Scrappy, why you DMing tiny ass Diamond anyway? But old ass Diamond, I don't know. Diamond's not giving me the feel, so I wouldn't have been DMing her anyway. But it's like Scrappy, grow up.
And look, I agree with that. I'm not sitting up here saying just co-signing all Scrappy actions. I do think we met Scrappy as a man child, and I do think 10 seasons later he is still a
He's
man
still
child.
one. He hasn't grown
But
up.
that goes to my point with Bambi of what made you think you were so special that he was gonna change for you. You get what I'm saying? You
I think she
watch.
thought 3 children would change him. They had 3 kids.
I mean, we see some men have more than 3 kids and that don't change them. So it's like his cousin, for instance. You get what I'm saying? Like,
We didn't know that till
one thing I will say is shout out Scrappy for purchasing a new home. Chaotic posted on social. I don't know why Chaotic was flexing Scrappy new house. Chaotic posted a video on social media showing Scrappy's huge new house. I don't know what Scrappy got going on. I don't know if it's PPP allegedly, what, but it's something going
he
and
say he a
Scrappy,
rock star.
he's a rock star.
That's what he said. He's a rap rock star. That's what
I
he said.
just I wonder what are the songs he's performing because the catalog can't be that long. Like
get crunk in the club. What? You know, that's we don't want no problems. Scrappy. We don't want no problems, Scrappy. But
You see, you
that's
seen the
probably the only
pre-show at the BET Awards, stilettos, pumps in the club. You saw it.
No, did she perform for
The
real?
day before, Scrappy came out with her though. That was crazy. They performed.
That's a weird. I guess they trying to make money. And if she the only one from Crime Mob willing to still want to make money, and he gotta try to get a bag, more power to him. But at some point, when are you gonna respect your relationship and your marriage? That's not like when it first became a thought. That couldn't have been a respectful thought to your marriage. It's like my wife's not gonna fuck with this.
Yeah.
But you
I mean,
solidifying that is like saying, fuck it. Gotta
yeah.
get the bag.
And so we start episode 2 where we see Scrappy perform and then him and Diamond meet. There's really no conversation between them. It was just kind of like an awkward scene, right?
I didn't understand it. She walked outside looking as scarecrowish as possible, and then he was like, "We should go get drinks," and then they went inside. What was the point of that? To show her, I guess. I feel like
Right.
they just wanted us to see her with him, and all right, let's keep it going.
Right. We then get to Shakana stopping by Spice House. And we see that Spice is upset that Shakana didn't visit her while she was in the hospital in the DR. What were your thoughts of this?
I've rewatched this multiple times, and I've had mixed reactions with it. The first time I thought Shakana was tripping because she walk in and she's just kind of like, bitch, whatever. And I'm like, I'm the one that's sick. But then I watched it again and I was just like, even though you mad at her, Spice, you being super rude right now. Like the interaction at first was just rude, kind of like, what do you want? Oh, you hear the door open. Like she really didn't give me the vibes, but by the end, I was okay with them talking it through. I do feel like Spice should be reevaluating her friendships with everyone right now. Shakana, Carly, Rashida, Mita, everybody. Everybody should be on ice if I was Spice, but she let Shakana's tears just weigh her back inside. So we're gonna see how that goes.
I think it's interesting to see that Spice is dragging it with Shakana, the person that wasn't there, but I know she's letting it go with Shakana, the person that wasn't there, but she's dragging it with Carly, the person that was there. So to me, this is just so layered and interesting, and it makes me think that it's more to this than what they're bringing to camera. Also, why this is weird is because on the family reunion, we saw these Golden Girls be a pack of hyenas on the rookies and, really do them dirty on that trip in Jamaica. You know, Tokyo be booted for telling the truth and doing her big one. But Carly attacked Mariah. Well, it was Carly eviction,
Nothing for attacking Mariah.
Um, Spice was being a bully, fighting everybody battles. She was fighting all these girls battles who now she not
Mean
friends with.
mean to Shay for whatever reason. Didn't even know Shay. I feel bad for Shay. Why are you here? I'm like, damn.
Threw a drink
Hello to
through
you
through
too.
threw a
Shit.
bucket of punch on her. Like it's like, come on, Spice, you doing too much. So I don't know. Spice just giving bitter to me, and I feel like if God put her in this situation, I just feel like where's the gratitude for the second chance at life? Like
I'm not gonna say she don't have no gratitude. I feel like her wanting to be active with her body and keep her body moving is a way of being grateful to even still be able to move in her body. But um I think she's using this as an scapegoat. Like she been wanting not to fuck with Carly, and now it's just like you want some weird shit, yeet, and she just using that to get away from her. I feel like she been trying to like, especially if your friend told you I want to move by you, and you like nah. Like yeah, I think she been trying to, just ease her way away from Carly, and now it's just like
Yeah,
away
like
from us.
no parts at all. No
Away
parts
from
at
us.
all. So we see Chaotic's listening party, and we get Mama D being messy, dropping all this tea. Was
Why do
Mama
we even
D
know
wrong for telling Amy Is it Amy Luciana?
Luciani? Luciani.
Oh,
Luciani.
was she wrong for telling
Amy, I
this?
like you. I'm sorry if I'm chopping up your name because
I like Amy too. She remind me of somebody. It's somebody she giving. I can't put a finger on it just yet, but she giving somebody. But I thought that was too much for Amy first introduction to us. Mama D giving her all this tea about Scrappy and Diamond. I feel like she feel like, damn, what am I supposed to do with this? You know? So then we see her pass it to Erica Banks. You get what I'm saying? Um,
got a hot
how did you
potato to
feel
mess
about
sometime.
that? Like Erica Banks was like, she ain't want to know this.
I wasn't mad at Erica for feeling that way. I'm like, and if you feel like that, then this is where the mess should stop. You shouldn't be willing to pass it on along anymore if you didn't want to receive it in the first place. But I wasn't mad at Amy for telling us because who else was she gonna tell? I'm new to the group. I don't know these old bitches, and I don't want to really tell these old bitches. So I'd rather tell Erica so we can maybe key about it, like what the fuck they got going on over there, and then just leave it where it's at. Because I'm sure it was awkward for Amy. Like, why do I know this? I don't want to know this. Like, I don't even know him yet to be knowing the gossip. Like, Mama D, she just want to link up and run her mouth.
Yeah. And I mean, it was interesting that was some mess that we saw discussed, but then we also saw the Rennie Rucci still in the song drama, right? With Amy.
I got a bone to pick with Rennie too, so we'll get there.
So come on, let's talk about it. What's the bone with Rennie?
So we didn't really discuss the sidebar conversation after Erica Banks's
Performance, right.
performance when Rennie walks up. With Erica Banks is there with Rashida and Erica Mena, and when Rennie walked up, Erica Mena was like, "We got a new fruit in Georgia, like in our fruit basket," talking about Erica Banks. To me, that was Rennie's segue to talk and ask these questions that she keeps asking other people about Erica Banks. Then she's asked Erica Banks. Now, maybe I'm a little Texas biased, and that's why I'm trying to give Erica Banks a chance. And I've seen Rennie on this show for at least 2 seasons giving us nothing. She's literally giving us nothing. We seen your mama pass. I'm sorry about your mom, RP to your mom. But you literally given us nothing up until this point, and now you calling her weird, but she has said nothing to you. She hasn't brought you up. Like, why do you keep saying she's weird when you keep bringing up her name? I think that's weird. She's like, oh, she's weird. She started talking to a guy that had a crush on me. If he had a crush on you, that means you didn't really like him. There should be no beef coming out your mouth right now. Then we fast forward, I think in 3, she say they wanted to eat each other out or something.
Her and Erica Banks, they was flirting in the DMs. So I was confused. I was confused on, is it love, hate? What's the issue? Because it's like, is Erica not going around talking about you? So it
She
don't
ain't
seem like
brought
there's an
you up.
issue.
She didn't even
So
say hey to you when she was in your face. It was a very weird interaction, but
yeah,
they were any
the scene with Carly and Rennie being messy was just like, okay, like Rennie is about to try to milk this Erica Banks situation. That's all I saw from it.
when she
It's
should
like,
really be talking about stealing Amy's song. Because you're
right,
a song thief. But you don't
right.
want to
But they're
talk about that.
she gonna deflect, of course. You get what I'm saying? So she's deflecting at its finest.
I do feel like that's how the milk frothing is going to come about. I think Erica is going to bring up what she did to Amy, and that's how the drink is going to get thrown. I don't know. That's just my prediction because you already don't like Erica. Now she done shaded your music or whatever, beer in the face. I really don't like that for Erica. I know I'm talking way too far ahead, but
But no, I feel like Erica needs to mind at the same time too. If Erica go at Rennie talking about Amy problem, mind your business too. That's why I'm like, I need all these women to learn to start minding their business. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like that's not your fight. Because you really don't even know Amy. You get what I'm saying? You can tell her and Amy getting to know each other. And we see that all the time, how two girls that get to know each other during that first season by the end be thumping. So I wouldn't be surprised if by the end they not cool. You get what I'm saying? They seem cordial, but
I feel like they trying to work it out. I think Amy likes Erica or wants to kind of befriend Erica because she sees that at least Erica has some viral sensations. Out of the three of the younger girls, Erica is the one that has a song that people know. I
right.
mean, bitches was busting it and busting it and busting it for all through the pandemic. So
It was her using the pandemic and saying, "Oh
that's why
well,
she left.
South by Southwest was I missed it," cause but I'm just like. It's how she walking around with the bad baby hairs and all that. She needs to tone it down and just stay out the mess. And if you're gonna use the platform, use it like Cardi B did. Okay, if you're gonna do it, have your hand in the mess one season, season two, level up and really get off this show. Because it's not no show that you just stay on getting drinks tossed in your face, getting your hair pulled, your wig snatched. That just we don't want to see that because then you're gonna just be a joke on Love and Hip Hop. You get what I'm saying? So
Please. People that's been on here too long that need to go, i.e. Rashida.
and so speaking of a joke that's been here too long that I'm over, Sierra.
Who?
Sierra is annoying. So we see the bitter baby mamas meet up and talk. We see Sierra and Bambi talk Sierra situation. There's mention of this man going through her daughter's items and doing all this stuff that to me made no sense. I just see Sierra trying to take a black man down in this situation, but that's just me. Um, I'm annoyed because at this point, Sierra is trying to convince us that it's these men
And
when
it's you.
Sierra time after
We've
time after
been here for
time
how
you
many
kissing
seasons?
a toad and you expecting a prince when you kissing toes, man.
We seen you popped up, you was married, then you wasn't married, you immediately got with BK. Literally the same season you and BK break up, you was getting with this dude that you with now. I'm like, when are you just gonna pause and chill? And quite frankly, with this new guy, I just think she's manipulating him. And I think she's manipulating the situation. I really do feel like she's trying to flip the table. Oh, he's emotionally abusing me. I feel like you're emotionally abusing him. I think she's the toxic one in the situation. And I mean, we don't live in a house, but it's like, man,
and
I feel like he's always
because
catering to her and she's always nagging.
and because her kids know she don't want to be with him, they're making him walk on eggshells in their house, probably. You get what I'm
Honestly,
saying?
yeah.
But it's just like this. Oh, he pick at my kids. It's like he ain't pick at your kids when you engaged when we got engaged to the nigga. So make it make sense to me. It
So
just
why'd
don't
you
make sense.
secretly get married to him if he was doing this fucked up shit to your kids? I'm some dating somebody, I got a kid, and I'm like, literally, I asked Justin, are you feeling him? Are you feeling him? Because at any minute you can tell me if you ain't feeling him. Because what? But her kids are grown too. It's not like they're children. Like they're not
So
teenagers. They're not little babies. They are young adults.
yeah, so that's why to me, I'm just here. I'm not buying what you selling at all, man. If you're actually going through this, I can send a condolence, but I'm not buying it. It's just giving all your other fake storylines.
I'm like, if you don't want to see
Um,
him, just dump him. Shit. I'm trying to figure out what's hard with just telling somebody I don't want to do this anymore.
yeah,
Sometimes you just need to walk away and let it be that.
yeah. And so let's just go and jump into episode three. Episode three, we see the Amy family mess.
Whew.
Um, I'm over people getting on Love and Hip Hop and just exploiting their families for the show.
And that's what I
Um,
was
it
like,
was
okay.
just like Amy, why are you trying to make your sister jealous of you? You know, like, I don't know. I feel like we've seen Sierra do this. We just recently saw Rashida do this with her siblings and her dad. Um, to me, it's just like, what are we doing? I don't know. It's just kind of lazy and like you really probably have nothing going on.
I hate to say it, but it's given, since the music isn't musicking, let me segue to this business stuff. And I know my sister's not feeling me, so it'll work perfect. Like you say, let me just exploit my family. I don't like seeing that. You know, I don't have a real sister, like biological sister. So when I see sisters do it, I'm like, I wish I had one. And y'all just on TV dragging each other. And I didn't like what Amy told her sister. Well, when you get businesses and you level up and da da, I was like, you don't have to say that to her
Mhm.
to try to get her to understand your mama needs to do better in spreading her wealth around. Amy, I can help you here, but I also need to help your sisters so they can get to where you are. What kind of shit is that? I'm not gonna help them, but I'm gonna elevate this one and leave this one down there. How about I lift you and I lift you? Like, it just, she's not spreading the love around properly to me. I'm not saying she have favorites or nothing. She just needs to work on her time management skills with her kids, because it's not fair if the girl have a whole tattoo business. She probably needs some help managing things or figuring out how to do it, and you just pretty kitty it is.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I feel like because Amy is new with this group, making her family in this, like playing them for the camera, probably make her feel bigger than what she feel with this new group she's a part of, right? Because she's already said she haven't performed in a year. So I'm interested to hear what this music is gonna sound like. You get what I'm saying? And what this career is about to look like. So I guess we'll see. I don't know. We did see Carly pop up at Spice House with Jazz,
I hear that.
pregnant, while Shakana was there, saying that now they're neighbors. Um,
I have a question before we, the neighbor part. Is it odd to you that Spice is not fully moved in this house, but there was a conversation about, I don't want you to be my neighbor here? Like, how long have you been in this house with no furniture up, no pictures up, and all of this shit? But you could tell her, I don't want you to live next door to me. She made it seem like it was months ago when she told her that she didn't want her to be her neighbor. So I was just like,
the
what's going
only thing I could think was maybe Spice just put like furnishing the home off because she been down and out. That was the only thing I thought. But I also did see. I'm like, it's still boxes. So I'm just
boxes
like,
all by the door? Did you see it was like Amazon boxes galore by the door? I was like, maybe that's the decorum coming in.
it
Because
just didn't make sense. It did
big
not
and empty.
make
It was
sense.
beautiful, but it was big and empty. But
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of feel her. I wouldn't want Carly that close to me. Like, it's weird. And if I told you before, I'm really looking at you with the side now. What the fuck?
It's just the fact that she's so against Carly right now, but she's okay with the Teletubby. And that's my issue, is that I would rather have a Botox Barbie than hearing Shakana who sound like she eat fucking Newports for breakfast. I don't know. Shakana just is annoying to me. She's negative as fuck and she's messy. She just messy as hell. And so I hate that she was there because we did see her with Rashida, and they're talking about it. And I'm reminded again that I just want Rashida off this show at this point. I feel like Rashida just collecting a check, showing up in bright color hair, you get what I'm saying, and just like thinking she's more important than what she is. I don't know. Like, you're not the grand dame of this show. You're not. You're just not.
I want to
And it's
play
like constant Carly bashing. You know, oh, well, I text Carly and we was wanting Carly to tell us, why couldn't you get hold of Spice? Why couldn't you jump on a flight and get to the DR? If you and Spice such friends, Rashida, why you reaching out through Carly? Why did you need updates through Carly? And Spice is just like, to me, projecting a misdirecting anger only at Carly that she's not
at
probably
everybody.
yeah, like it's
It
just
should be
giving one
equally
direction.
divided to each of the friends that claim they my friends but wasn't there to support me. But I feel like you say, it's very layered, and I think what's going on with her and Carly has way more to do with what is going on. She tried. I think I watched a live. She had like a short blue hair. She was trying to explain what was going on with Carly, but I couldn't really understand her. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, "What, Spice? I need a translation."
Yeah, I mean, and then the episode wrap with Carly and Spice sitting down and Carly really having to go
Crying.
after Spice and really like basically profess her love for Spice. At this point, Spice, you're abusing your emotional support animal. To me, I feel like it's just old. Like we're dragged. Like Carly, like y'all was just doing all this dirt on family vacation or family reunion. So none of this makes sense to me. It just none of this makes sense. And so I really want to know what's really going on. I'm ready to get through the rest of the season and see this table flip with Erica Mena, this drink toss on Erica Brooks, and no, Erica
Thanks.
Banks. Yeah. Who is
Thanks.
Brooks? Oh, it's somebody, but I can't think right now. I'm like, maybe Brooke Valentine. I don't know, but
That's really what I thought. I'm like,
um,
Valentine.
but yeah. I mean, any more thoughts on Love and Hip Hop before we move on?
Uh, I don't know. I agree with you. Shakana really can go. I think Love and Hip Hop Atlanta kind of need a revamp. And I
But
know they're gonna be mad at me for agreeing with Tokyo, but I agreed with Tokyo at the reunion that some new faces should be there. So that's really why I'm trying to give Erica Banks a chance, Amy a chance. I don't know. I'm good on Jessica White though. I don't feel like Jessica White is gonna give me anything. Like we didn't even hit her little fake recording session with Bangladesh because it was just put it in your mouth. That's what they want from you.
she gives Nikki Link. She just gives Nikki Link,
It's
and
terrible. I feel bad for her because I was like, she says she don't want to be like boxed in, but he literally came in, did exactly what she didn't want. But I thought I like seeing the new faces. Rashida, no, she's boring. The talk of her and Kirk and Rashida, the couple, just
like I'm just over it. I feel like it's a brick wall, and we just hitting that wall, hitting that wall, hitting that wall. I don't know. I'm just over it. I feel like it's run its course at this point. I was feeling episode one, episode two and three kind of lost me. The Amy family stuff and just the Sierra lies of it all. I'm just over the bitter baby mamas and I don't know. I can't see the revamp. I feel like I said, episode one felt like they were trying to take it in a new direction, but then two and three probably were just some filler episodes that is like it was really nothing. There was too much of the Spice and Carly stuff to me. And because I feel like they're talking in code, it's just not good. It's just not
because
good.
we know that we're missing a piece of the pie. It's
Yeah,
like, well, something is missing. Y'all ain't
yeah.
trying to give us the whole details of what's happening there. We'll see how the season goes. If it's gonna make us feel like we want to taper off, or if this my last. I done said so many times this my last season of Love and Hip Hop, and I stay watching. So we'll see how it ends.
I just want to see certain people back. Like I would love maybe Akbar V back. Um, Who else was in Atlanta? I hate Yandy on there. Like, you just got people taking up budget. And that's probably the problem is that, like, we don't want Yandy and Mendeecees. We didn't ask for Yandy and Mendeecees on Atlanta. We didn't ask for that.
They
Hell,
could
we
go
didn't
back
want them
to.
on New York.
I was going to
We
say they could go back to
didn't.
born New York because they was born there and they born here. It's like, come on.
I do like the chaotic crossover. I feel
I,
like that
he's
one is
fun.
good. Yeah.
He's fun.
But outside of that, they're forcing
And
people on us that,
how would the men be without chaotic right now?
disjointed, because he kind of brings the comic relief and just he gets it. Like you can just tell it's not hard for him. Like he's just natural with it. So I enjoy chaotic a lot. Um, so yeah, that's everything. Love and Hip Hop ATL. We gonna probably come back with more. Um, make sure you like this. Make sure you comment down below. Make sure you subscribe. But before we wrap up, we're gonna jump into something else. Let's go and talk some Belle Collective. It's not lacking over there with the girls on. Like they say, the bell's ringing. Um, I know I asked you to get into this show. How do you feel about this show as a whole?
So I'm gonna say this: I haven't finished all of them, but I have finished all of season 3, and so far, so great. I have enjoyed them all individually. I have enjoyed them all. I feel like even the annoying ones, I'm like, okay, I know that, I know why she's here. And I do think it's a great group of women. I love the idea that, they are all entrepreneurs, moguls in their own forthright. And I just wish they didn't have such pettiness, cattiness to argue over, but it wouldn't be a group of women if they didn't find something to disagree about. So I enjoy them.
So let's just talk about the last episode. The last episode continues with the physical altercation between Gucci and Selena. Um, I feel like OWN chose to not show majority of the situation, which I was here for. I don't think it's that type of show. Um, there was mention of glass being thrown. There was allegedly a wig snatched. Um,
And then we
Women said
seen
they were
Gucci
on
had
the
a
floor.
look.
Yeah, like
So
how
there was
did you
something
feel
there.
about this? Was it warranted? I didn't personally. I didn't like it. I feel like Selena overstepped. It's like, girl, you're not even a part of this cast. What are we doing? But I see a lot of the fans saying Team Selena, Team Selena, Team Selena due to disrespect. Does disrespect warrant physical
Physical violence.
violence?
I don't know. I feel like Selena did this to try to get on the show, if you want me to be honest. I think she thought physical violence would, oh, well, if the episode I'm on the show, the views go up because we had a little fight. Maybe they'll want me to be on the show because me and her will have ongoing drama. And I think I know who Selena is from Dancing Dolls. I used to watch the Dancing Dolls show, so I'm like, she likes to be in the camera. She likes attention. She's a look at me looker. So I feel like that's why she did what she did to Gucci anyway. The cameras are here. We never talk, but here you are. Oh, you're not gonna speak to me? When do we speak? I mean, I guess she's like, we talked about lemonade at the baby shower last week. We should be okay, but I don't know. I
I
feel like
really hate this for Gucci because you could tell when she walked in, when she had her glasses on, and when she took them off, you
knew
could
something
tell
was
she
off.
peaked. Yeah, she like,
She
why is
knew
this
something was
woman
off.
standing front and center? Like,
She knew something was wrong. She's like, why? Not why is she here, but like you say, right in front of the camera. As soon as I walk in, where they like me, her, me, her. Like it was just weird. You could, I don't know. I'm like, production, is that what y'all wanted? Did y'all want this to?
and
But
that's why I really feel bad for Gucci in this because you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. How you look scrapping it out with your current husband, ex-wife, when you have the man. You get what I'm saying? You not mad. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, of course she mad. The whole her calling her extra and them using that to say that warrants what Selena did. The two don't correlate at all.
I'm like,
You
an
get what I'm saying?
extra is not a bitch. It's not like degrading like that. Okay, yeah, she called you an extra, but she didn't cuss you out. She didn't like. try to muff you or flip her hand in your face or none of that. So it's just like,
And it was almost like Selena begged for the moment. Gucci walking off and you like reaching out to grab her to say, like what you need to say is like, y'all don't even normally talk like this. Y'all normally like keep it like how y'all normally do. Keep it cute,
no.
keep it cordial. Like
Like if you
so
want to be Beyonce, keep it cute, bitch, because Beyonce wouldn't do this.
yeah,
And
it
I'm
was
saying because she
annoying.
used to think she was Beyonce on Dancing Doll. She swore she was Beyonce. I'm like, baby, Beyonce wouldn't act like this.
Right, because in that elevator, the most Beyonce did was flip her dress while her sister and her damn husband tore it down. Um, we did get into Gucci talking to JJ, and we see this lump on Gucci's forehead, which really bothered me. I'm like, so clearly we know which Latrice's friend says to Latrice outside the event, oh, she threw a bottle at her or something like that. I'm just like, honestly, Gucci should have pressed goddamn charges on this woman at this point because it seemed like, yes, like what the hell happened? You got Akeisha trying to break ground on Farish. This ain't finna help the loan with the bank. You get what I'm saying? Like we got like real moves to make. Like we can't be out here scuffling like we loving hip hop Jackson. You
And that's
know?
why Keisha was like, let's get the fuck up out of here. Cause no ma'am. Like, why am I here and why am I being associated with this? I love me some Keisha.
I do too. And we see Gucci say she gonna have her foot on Latrice's neck throughout this situation. Do you think that's warranted? Do you think Gucci should see this from the angle of Latrice set up this situation?
I don't know. And I only say I don't know because Latrice made it seem like they've been in the room together so many times recently at different events with her. And so it's like, what made this event so different if they have been at different events together? But
I think it was Selena's desperation for the moment. Like at the baby shower, because it was her daughter's baby shower and JJ's daughter baby shower, it had nothing to do about Gucci. Gucci was just a guest there. So you see, even Gucci and Latrice went out and talked they issue out. You get what I'm saying? This, it just seemed like you're just a guest at Latrice's event. So it's like, how can I make this about me? Like you even see Gucci at one point say, I wasn't even there 10 minutes. You get what I'm saying? And then I'm on the floor and we scuffling. So I was really taken aback by this entire situation because to me, none of it made sense. You know, like I get to women having tension, but I really was confused on why it had to get physical. You know, like it just, that part of it didn't make sense to me.
I don't agree with them because they basically trying to make it seem like this is 15 years worth of pent up energy.
Hmm.
That's how they trying to describe it. My thing is 15 years worth of whatever tension and energy y'all have for each other, and it took her calling you an extra to just kaboom and the bomb is going off. You would think after 15 years, maybe her saying it would be something a little bit worse than that. You held it down for 15 years. Why is you're an extra so touchy feely for you? Uh, it's just really childish. You didn't want that man, and that man found somebody else to love on him. And I don't understand the beef. Should I be
And
happy if I didn't want a man and now he found somebody? Thank you, ma'am, for getting this nigga the fuck away from me. I'm appreciative of you. I don't see why it has to be all of this. You don't want him.
I just think it's that JJ and Gucci waited till it was their turn, and now they get to have the fairy tale ending that she thinks she deserves, and she cannot handle seeing it. She cannot handle seeing the ending. She thinks she's old. But my issue with it is, despite however you feel about Gucci, if she's been with this man for 15 years, 15 years, your oldest Sanjay is 25, which means she was around this girl when she was 10 years old, meaning she had a hand in this girl's upbringing. So to see you manipulate this yes, Sanjay is a grown woman, but I'm gonna say girl when it comes to her mama.
I was just about to say,
But
you know, when it come to your mama,
you
you gon'
manipulating this girl to feel like your actions that day were right when she witnessed wrong and she siding with wrong. But just because y'all was on a damn dancing doll show, the world want to sit up here and justify wrong. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. And the difference also is Gucci was paid to be there that day. She's a part of Belle Collective, Selena. You aren't. So you tore it down on Oprah Winfrey Network for free. For
no clue.
free. What you get? A hors d'oeuvre from Latrice or a pack of goddamn dry ass synthetic hair? So it just don't make
Said
sense.
Marie, we can't comb through
It
it.
doesn't make sense. The math isn't mathing.
I just hate that they trying to make it seem like Gucci's jealous. Because if she was, to me, if she was, when Selena was on TV, we never seen Gucci at dancing doll shit, charging her up or trying to make it whatever. She kept it cute. She helped your kids when your kids needed help. She supported your ex-husband with your kids when he needed help. I respect the stepmom when they're that kind of stepmom, not on that other stuff. And I'm like, Selena, she just need to grow up. She's giving real childish. She need to grow up.
She giving bitter that Gucci in front of the cameras and she thinks she should be in front of cameras. It's like, girl, it's not that
But
deep.
you didn't
Like
even put
nobody's
in
saying you not. She's a beautiful woman. It's like,
But
what are
she didn't even
you?
put in that much time and effort in JJ to be with him. Because I feel like that's how Gucci probably ended up on this show. Being with JJ for so long, they a nice, you know, little prominent couple. They be looking for couples for these types of shows. Boom, we fit the bill. You're not with him. Who she
But
with?
see,
You say she
even
married?
even JJ, I heard Gucci and I mean JJ and Selena was married for 12 years, but they separated after 5. So y'all never really was even together like that anyway. So you fussing over a man that technically, yeah, legally you was with him, but you spent more time apart from him than you did with them. You get what I'm
So
saying?
for 7 years they were separated.
Yeah.
So they were separated
When I
longer than they were
rewatched, that's
together.
what JJ said. When I rewatched, that's what he said.
Separated for more, longer, the majority of the marriage.
Literally. Because that means you were separated 7 years and only with her for 5. So
That's more
that
than
that's
half. I'm like, that's
literally.
more than half.
So it's
I don't know.
like it makes no sense. Let's talk a little bit about the park and Latrice and Tamara and the excuses. It pissed me off to see Tamara say because Gucci mentioned a fake butt,
That's
that
okay.
yeah, she didn't really have a problem with what Selena did.
Basically, what I got out of that conversation at the park was Gucci deserved it because of her mouth. And that's not okay. My mouth shouldn't be. You fight me back with your mouth. You mad at me because your mouth can't whoop my mouth? That's like, that's not fair to hit me. Like, and then like we said, we don't really know exactly what happened, but to know it went as far as I got a lump on my head, I gotta ice my shit. Like, no. Like, no. Just cause I just because I called you, no, I don't agree with that. Because I called you an extra. Like I said, maybe if the word had been like super degrading, I'd have cussed you. I'd have put you under the ground. But whatever I said, fine. But you're an extra. Like Selena, if you know you're not an extra, you know, pull a key and twirl on that hoe. I don't know. It just wasn't worth all of that. And Tamara and I just feel like they just don't want to vibe with Gucci right now. They want to pick that other side.
And it's crazy because the cast right now seems like it's duos, right? It's like duos, a
These two
game
with
of
these two with these
yeah.
two.
So you
Sometimes
got
those
Akeisha and Gucci in a corner. You got Marie and Leticia over there conspiring, and then Latrice and Tamara trying to force something. And let's just go and jump into this clip we watched coming for next week. We see the peace treaty. We see Leticia talk to Akeisha. We see Marie circle back her issue with Tamara, and we see Gucci and Latrice sit quiet.
And play
What
off.
was your thoughts on this?
I wish Gucci and Latrice would have decided to be adults and just talk at that table. Okay, I know she didn't tell us to go over there and talk, but it's obviously duos of people who have something going on. Y'all should just try to talk it through. I really feel like their situation could be smoothed over if Latrice would just apologize to Gucci for not informing her on her backhanded realtor deal. Moving forward, I did not understand Marie and Tamara's. I mean, I did, but I didn't because I'm like, Marie, as boss as you are, and why the fuck are you meeting with some old nigga of hers, getting paperwork from this nigga, really? Because to me, it's like you ready to take her down, and why?
They ain't
Why?
gonna be happy till Southside Tim get to banging the
I
table
don't.
again.
I don't understand the point in that. I'm not with him. Y'all know that I've had whatever restraining order. Why are we talking about somebody that I ain't been with since she said 2018? Ma'am, that's 5 years ago. Can you leave
Marie
my 5 years ago where it's at? 5 years ago.
Marie is giving obsessed. Marie is giving obsessed, and Marie is giving bitter. And I think that's her running with Leticia. Um,
Definitely
to know
bitter.
that these two women met with this man and sucked him dry for information is just like, what's the point? Like, put that
And
energy into savaging your own family, because it's
like you
just.
say, if somebody decided to meet with Letitia's man, side chick, or whoever, she would have a fit. It's like, come on. Like, why y'all doing this?
And she's supposed to be like the queen of the group. So it's like to see you indulge in like some low mess. It's like these empowerment brunches you throw for women is fake. It's fake as fuck. Because everything you going through with Glendale, in the words of Latrice, is karma. Because you're just not a good person. You're not a good person. And I don't know. I hate that it's like this black cloud over the show now. Like season 2 was so good because we saw the mess, we saw the drama, but we saw the sisterhood in them. Now it's just like Akeisha and her hoodie, like, y'all got me for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I'm out. You get what I'm saying? Gucci, like, I got houses to sell and a man to get to. You get what I'm saying? Latrice got a man she avoiding, so she loving it there with them. Hell, we can be here all day. You get what I'm saying? Cliff might pop up soon. Um,
Oh gosh, Cliff and that checking his maps on his wife. I can't. I don't like that.
it's
I don't
just
like it.
at this point, the peace treaty was really just to out Tamara. I think Letitia's motive with the peace treaty was to take some attention away from the situation between Gucci and Latrice. Because we know she had some loyalty to Latrice. And so of course she was outside consoling Latrice while Latrice gave crocodile tears about her event being ruined, telling her, oh, this isn't your fault. You get what I'm saying? This isn't your fault. This you did your best with your event. This is this. I just don't see Genuine in Letitia anymore. She was once my favorite, and maybe I just watched it too fast, but I don't know. I just see her for who she is, kind of. She's just kind of like puppeteering, pulling strings, and like just like being messy.
Letitia is trying to. I don't know. I don't like this. Carlos here, you can be mad at me all you want. I feel like you create these shows for at least one of these women to try to figure out how to bail on their relationships. Um, and if not the lady, I'm gonna say a man because I feel like on Detroit, man with the ponytail is the one trying to make his great escape from his wife. But that's neither here nor there. I just feel like she's trying to get away from Glendale and she not being woman about it. You don't want to be with that man no more. Stop playing pussyfoot with him. Just tell him and just leave it at that. Like, cause I don't understand the whole infidelity thing because it's old. The whole cheating thing happened a long time ago. Possible baby. We do a DNA. It's not even his baby. So
Right.
why are we here? Why? How do we get to this point? If you had forgave him for the infidelity long before deciding you wanted to know, that's what I mean by they come on this show with a little agenda. Because you already knew all of this, but now that you're in front of this camera, I watched season 2, episode 1 or 2. They was at the little high tea, and she's like, "Well, now that I know about, I want to know if it's his or not." And I'm just like, "But you been new. Why didn't you want to do that back then when you first found out about it?" That's what makes me look at that. Made me look at her weird when I watched that episode. I was like, your math is a little weird, and what you doing to me makes me feel like you decided to start trying to figure out how can I get out of my marriage, and I'm gonna bring up this old ass infidelity shit.
But for all we know, Melody Hope may be giving a master class on how to escape your marriage. You get what I'm saying?
She is the originator.
So, I mean that's definitely what it's giving. They are calling Carlos King the Tyler Perry of reality TV at this point. And I do see those comparisons. I do.
I love me a good Carlos King production. Let me not act like hey, if he produced it, I know the girls is coming out, they gonna show out and it's gonna be a good show. But I don't, you know, y'all decided to marry. I just feel like, try to maybe work it out, but that's coming from somebody that's nowhere near close to wanting to be married. So I don't know.
The
I ain't
crazy
really-
thing with this is though, like I do love the productions. I do just feel like at some point they do hit a brick wall with the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. I will say, out of Belle Collective is definitely my top one right now. But out of those love and marriages, that last season of DC kept me on the edge of my seat. Like that Ashley Silver shit and
Joy.
Joy, and it was good.
I
Like
was
I
loving me
enjoyed
some
it.
Joy.
I
Joy
loved
was
it.
on TV. Ashley Silver, she needs somebody to check her ass. Somebody to check that ass. And I don't know
Yeah.
who gonna do it because her husband can't do it.
And I don't see
And
Arena doing it either.
Arena is scary. And she's scared of multiple people. She doesn't have when she do decide to have a voice, you be looking at her like,
Are you
okay,
trying to boss up on Winter, but where there with somebody else? It's like, okay.
your
Yeah.
husband, and because she needs to talk to her husband, like he is something else. And Ashley is a lot. Ashley is aggressive. Her opinion be like, either you gonna fuck with what I'm fucking with, or I'm not fucking with you. And it's like people can have differences in opinions. People can disagree with you. We cannot agree, but still be adults about what's happening. And she be real. I don't like it. I don't like the way she be handling the situations.
Yeah.
But
It
it was a great first half. I can't wait for them to come back because I want to know what happened at the end of that damn Christmas party. It just went
right.
off. I'm like, I used to come back at the end of Huntsville. Like, did they put a DC episode? No. Like I've definitely been waiting on it.
I I hate how they left us with that cliffhanger. I think it's just gonna pop back up with the fireworks. Um, let's just wrap up with College Hill. So College Hill Celebrity Edition Season 2. We talked the finale. Let's just go and do a quick review about it. What are your thoughts of how everything wrapped up and just the season as a whole?
I really wish, and I know that's the cast says this is so much throughout that final episode that the other two ladies were able to work through their differences. I really wish it hadn't got physical so they could finish because even though it's only one episode or 2 episodes without them, we see them go home at the beginning of that episode and then it's just not weird. It's just it's not the same no more. It's like literally you can from watching the TV, you feel the air from the room just and there's nothing there anymore. And you like, I mean, I love me some New York, but between her and Parker, it was just no more. Parker, no personality left for so far as the ladies go in the house. It was just like, all right, we gotta watch New York seduce Orion on the way out one last time because the fun isn't here anymore. I feel like Jocelyn and Amber both were the fun for the group. Iman can only do so much by himself because he is the one to me that I feel like literally can fuse the whole house together. Everybody love Iman. I love Iman. I'm a Iman fan. I watched my few Dancing with the Stars. He was on there just because I want to support him when he be on. He's a great reality TV star. I think he does great whenever he's on TV.
Definitely.
Um,
I agree 1,000%.
I wasn't surprised that was Orion got valedictorian, right? And then Iman behind him.
Yeah, it was both of
Um,
them. Mhm.
well, they was neck and neck. I wasn't surprised with that. I was honestly happier to see that over Parker because I was like, y'all let Parker be smarter than y'all. What the fuck
Right.
is going on in that house where y'all let Parker be smarter than
Right. Right. I feel like it could have been Quay if he would have came out his shell a little more. He just gave type B, go with the flow, follow the leader type. But if he would have just came out his shell and kind of owned the experience a little more, not hid behind the wig, he could have like to me like really been the valedictorian. I saw Orion though because Orion just was like super out the way, easy to get along with, follow the rules. Like he was a kind of like a safe player. So like I saw it with Orion for sure.
I also, but like I would listen to his responses when they would be in class, and I felt like he always had some good, deep intellect. Like he really critically thought about what he was doing while he was there. But I do.
He would participate too because he would read. Like he would just be. He would. They would. It seemed like he was always reading whatever they had to read. It was like nobody else can read. I don't know. It was. I see your point though. It definitely felt empty with the other two ladies not being there. I was like, damn. Like
I was
we
happy they went
invested,
home late. Cause imagine if they had went home early.
but I
We need
do
a
think.
replacement.
I think they might have went home a lot earlier than they shown us, and they just like wrapped it up. Honestly, I think they went home halfway through the experience.
So they made it 2 weeks.
2 weeks. I think it was 2 weeks.
And then they just speed race into finals. It was like, oh, they went home finals. Let's get them out of here. But I mean, that's because the personalities that were left weren't the outgoing personalities to give us a good show. I'm
Too much
sorry.
testosterone, and then New York with Parker. It was Parker with the violin about the biracial stuff. It's like Parker. It just got old by the end. I feel
You
like
never
we heard it.
spoke about it to me when it was necessary, which would have been her checking Jocelyn with Amber. Like, you have two, not one, but two biracial women in here, and our situations are different because Parker got a white mama, and I think Amber has a black mama. But still, it's like you trying to take away from our experiences, but I wish she had said that to Jocelyn. It's like now you talking about it in a confessional. Now you talking about it to us and she's gone. We're not the ones that needed to hear this. The one that needed to be educated was Jocelyn's ass, and you were scared of her. And you're not gonna say that, but you were scared of her. You were scared of her from day one when she locked you out your fucking room.
And honest and truly, I would have loved to see Parker be there when Jocelyn had came back to the house to hopefully try to get Jocelyn to see what Ray J was trying to get her to see. Because Jocelyn didn't get it. And Jocelyn thought, oh, it's freedom of speech and what I did was right. But it's like, Parker, if you were offended too, it didn't even have to get physical because it's just like respect your housemates. You get what I'm saying? Opposed to like now Amber feels like she got to be the one fighting this battle for all
Biracial
biracial people. You get what I'm
when
saying? Like,
you could have helped her and you
yeah.
stood there like a coward, and that's the part that I'm like, come on, Parker. I'm happy you stepped out of this comfort zone you claim you've been in, and you ready to move on with your life. But that using your voice to speak up for what's right in that moment, because I feel like she could have really helped the situation. We got three ladies here. Now, Jocelyn, you're not biracial, but you do have an ethnicity thing going on. The whole Black Puerto Rican thing that some people are ignorant to. So it's just like a lot of people are uneducated in that part of the nationality, the ethnicity, and all of that, including myself. I'd be a little bit confused, like, oh, it's black, white, Hispanics, oh, it's black, white, this. I just hate that we can't just be people. I really wish the human race hadn't done this to us. We're all fucking people. But Parker didn't take it upon herself to teach them. She should have. She should have used it to teach Jocelyn something. But Jocelyn
Parker was
probably
there.
wouldn't listen.
True. I don't think Jocelyn respect Parker. I don't think nobody really respect Parker. Parker was more so a salutatorian than a valedictorian for sure. Like, and she really was barely that. It was just in that group of people, she was a
It's like, how
salutatorian.
can you not beat Ray J when he started the program 2 weeks in? You could tell he was barely there at first, and then finally decided to get into it. New York, love
She
New
didn't
York.
take it too. She didn't take it serious.
But you've been talking about the whole time about how school has always been hard for you. At some point, can't even say curriculum because
But your brain stay hurt. Like it's just like
I wish Amber would have stayed, because Amber was the one to me truly dedicated from start. Like, you can feel that she was there for a purpose. She wanted to learn. She wanted to be there. She was literally there for the knowledge. I hate that she got dragged into some ignorant ass shit. It was just ignorance. To me, the whole fight is over not knowing, like being uneducated in that type of what's going on. And you can't tell me how I could feel about my own ethnicity and who I am as a person.
and
But
that what was the perfect that, and that's why people who haven't watched it, they annoy me because they have these extreme opinions about it. But I'm like, y'all didn't even see how it played out. Now, granted, I'm not using what took place to Amber. Amber should not have touched Jocelyn. Amber should have let Jocelyn look like the maniac she is, and possibly even walked out the room again. But I think by that point it was so heated and so disrespectful. It's like they probably feel like two chickens in a cage. You get what I'm saying? Everybody just witnessing it. It's like a locker room fight in middle school or high school at that point. You get what I'm saying? Y'all forcing them to fight.
in these
So,
rooms, all these people around, all the sidebar commentary also plays a role in it too. It's like, how am I one up
mhm.
this bitch? But we are not in high school. They are grown adults. They were on a college campus. I do wish Amber, even if it was being a white woman for that moment, had just pulled it together and been like, fuck this bitch. I came here for what I'm here for. And I would have went to Dr. Petty.
Right.
I would have went right out that room to Dr. Petty. You can call me a white woman? I'm about to go be a white woman on your ass and go sit right in front of Dr. Petty. I think you should go talk to whatever that professor's name is so she can explain to you what just happened to me in that classroom, because what just happened to me in that classroom is unacceptable. She really kind of got verbally abused and attacked. Like,
And it was crazy that even when Dr. Petty tried to explain it to Jocelyn, she still
she
didn't see it.
didn't
She was
get it.
like, it's freedom of speech. She was like, it's
No.
freedom of speech. I just was saying when she don't want to be black. I'm proud to be. It's like that's
That's an
opinion.
opinion.
Yeah,
That's just
that's,
an opinion. How can
that's
you say
not
that
that.
about her?
Yeah, like, and it was the professor asked her about her racial mountain. It's not gonna look like yours, and that's what makes the world go around. So it was just about listening. You get what I'm saying? It was just about listening and understanding and trying to like find some. Honestly, they're all the same. Jocelyn, Parker, and Amber, they to me were all what and what. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like, yeah,
agree.
none of y'all in New York, a full fledged black woman. You get what I'm saying? Y'all all like got some mix in you. So it's like how you identify is how you. That's like them telling Jocelyn she wasn't black and she's Latina. You get what I'm saying? Nobody did that to you. Nobody denounced
Right.
your blackness.
Nobody told her she was black for being a Latina woman. They let
Right.
her say that she was black and didn't try to take that away from her. And just because Amber's what lighter tones, like I'm gonna just snatch your blackness away from you. It's not fair, especially when I've been fighting for the little piece of blackness she does have her whole life. It's like, damn, I know she has some PTSD, but it just made me feel like Amber really needs to, the whole
Deal
fighting
with
part,
it.
she needs to go see a therapist or like really tackle that part of her. That's some traumatizing stuff to have to fight every day for something that I had nothing to do with. I didn't ask to be this color. God said, here you go. And now you mad at me for something I have absolutely nothing. This is my genetic makeup. I have nothing to do with that. Like,
Science. And that's why I feel like Jocelyn thought she was one up in Amber, possibly because of like the perception of Amber. But if Jocelyn would have just listened, even that time when Amber was crying in class, she constantly opened up about this same struggle. Even one time Ray J told her just be you, and she was like, that's hard for me because there are people that expect me to be this way, but I'm like this. I can see her whole point of saying she masks who she is in the whole slut movement because it's easier to be,
portrayed as a slut because that's what everybody want me to be.
yeah, than
Because I can't
be
be
talking
myself.
about if I'm black and if I'm white. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I really do feel bad for Amber, and I do think she brought the intellect to the show. So it was sad to see that departure for sure. Um,
Definitely brought the intellect. She to me, she as a whole was talking about how she is a diverse human being. Like the different things that she like. Like I was like, I don't really like metal rock, but if that's what she likes, there's nothing wrong with that. Like we're not gonna call you white just because you like rock music, but according to Jocelyn, we are
right.
looking terrible.
Yeah, at this point,
They
I'm
both
just
were
like,
wrong. Physical assault is wrong, but goddamn Jocelyn, you was completely disrespectful. Like, does disrespect, verbal disrespect, warrant physical violence? That's a question we asked earlier about the Belle Collective girls. I believe
mm-mm,
the answer is no, and that's
mm-mm.
why I feel like the ASU people did was right by sending both of them home. Did it make for a bad ending? Kinda, yeah, but it's
It was
equal.
fair. It
Yes,
was
it was
fair.
equal.
It
Like
was fair.
you
Yeah.
slapped her, she cursed you. Both of y'all can go home. Bye. It's like be adults about what are y'all doing because what they were doing, the way they were handling it wasn't being adults about the situation. Should be able to communicate, but I know it's hard to effectively communicate with Jocelyn. Is she yelling at you, saying that type of fucked up shit? Like, cause I'll be like,
Yeah.
what, bitch?
I just hated the situation as a whole, and I just wish it didn't happen. Wrapping up College Hill Celebrity Edition. I'm sure they're gonna bring a season 3. Who would you like to see on the show?
Ooh, that's hard. I don't want to see Ray J again. I'm happy he got his back from like, don't come back again. He gonna be, I'm trying to get another certificate. I'm back for season 3. No.
If they
No.
bring back Amber or Jocelyn, who would you rather see back?
I'm sorry, Amber. I'd rather see Amber because I feel like she deserves that second chance because she was true. Not saying Jocelyn wasn't working hard, but I just feel like Amber was really like she wasn't missing no class. She was not trying to be the material girl at the fashion show at school. She loved her sweatpants and hoodies. I'm coming to learn. I'm not trying to be, I don't feel like she wanted to be a celebrity on that campus. I feel
Mm-mm.
like she wanted to be who she really is that she's scared to be. And look where it got her. I really do feel like she deserves a second chance. I'm sure, give me a second. I'm trying to think because I want to name at least one guy and one lady. But I'm like, what reality TV dude would be good for, but not even a reality TV guy. Maybe like an actor or something.
So I don't know if you saw my video where I put a cast together. Did you
Hmm.
see it? So I put Keisha Cole, Dunn Benjamin, Queen Naja, Carmelo Anthony, YK Osiris, Raven Simone, Nick Cannon, and Tammy Roman together.
Whew. I don't think they can afford Nick Cannon.
Well, if he doing speak on this with Candy for free, he could definitely go do College Hill for a month. I just think it'll be cool to see him on a college campus because of Drumline, you know?
Right. No, I think that's a great all-star cast. And if not Tammy, I'd switch out Tammy for like Tamar or something.
I thought Tamar. I
And,
definitely thought Tamar. I was like, damn, Tamar. I thought Tamar too.
Tamar would be good. I think that's a good. Don Benjamin is a good choice. Because I feel like he'd take it serious. He'd be trying to get some. I like when the men are there and they are actually trying to be there and learn. And I don't want to see no more Slim Thugs trying to fuck on Dream Doll. Like,
What about
I
Stevie
think
J? Nah.
I don't think he would take it serious. I
He'll
think,
be trying to talk to the girls on
and that's
campus.
literally what I'm like. That's what I would want to avoid. I would want men there that want to be there, not trying to get up under the ladies. And I just feel like Stevie J would be like, which one of these ladies I'm gonna try to. I need a new finesse. Faith done left me. I ain't got no car to roll in.
Right.
Who I'm gonna be with?
Well, I guess that's everything, College Hill. I want to tell you, thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
We just talked Love and Hip Hop ATL, the new season. We talked Belle Collective, the last episode of Belle Collective, and we wrapped up College Hill Celebrity Edition season 2, and we talked about the finale of that. But thank you for joining me. Do you want to sign out with anything before I sign
I
out?
just want to say thanks, Legendary Rants, for having me on the show. Again, I'm Paige Queeniece, and I'll see y'all next time if possible.
All right, y'all. Well, you heard it here first. Thank you for tuning in to another legendary episode of your favorite Legendary Rants. I'm your host, I am Legendary. We just ran it all things reality TV. Make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you comment down below. Peace!
Peace. Like, share, subscribe.